Sometimes saying no to people sounds very rude and irrespectful. Do you know why? Sometimes when you say no to people, they get angry or maybe feel hurt. But there is a reason as to why you shouldn't be saying no always. Today, we will learn about the alternatives of saying no to people. Tugiye kureba uburyo wahakanira umuntu kandi utamubabaje, kubera ko akenshi byaragaragaye ko hari igihe ubwira umuntu ngo oya ibyo ntibikunda bikarangira ubaye umwanzi cyangwa se ugasanga arababaye kandi mu by'ukuri wavuze ibikuri ku mutima, mainly because of the language that you have used. Today we will learn how to say no politely. I'm going to propose you the alternatives or other ways that you can use to say no to people. My name is Teacher Gervais. Welcome back to Pan Edutainment. I hope you are enjoying these lessons. Today, we will first start with the indirect refusals. The indirect refusals ni bwa buryo uhakanira umuntu ariko udahise uvuga ngo oya, kuko akenshi hari igihe ubora arebye umuntu ukabona wa muntu nyine aragoranye cyangwa se avoma hafi, niba mubizi icyo bisobanuye, bigasaba ko nyine ubanza kumubwira mu buryo butari buhite bumukomeretsa. So today we will say, I'm afraid I can't go with you. I'm afraid I can't go with you. This is something that I recommend using when you talk to people, when you say no to people. When you start with I'm afraid, it gives an impression that at least you feel what they are asking you. Iyo utangiye uvuga ngo I'm afraid, nibura biba byerekana ko wabanje kumva icyo umuntu ari kugusaba. If I ask you, please, can you go with me? And you say, oh, I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid I can't. Icyo gihe ntabwo uhise uvuga ngo no. Icyo gihe aba yabanje kumva ko nibura wumvise icyo yagusabaga, hanyuma ukamuhakanira ariko bidahise biba direct. So it's like, I'm afraid I can't go with you. I'm afraid. Start using that. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid I don't. Do you have money, please? I'm afraid I don't. Right? It's the same thing as, I don't think it will be possible to attend. I don't think it will be possible. When you start with I don't think, first of all, this gives an impression that you have first of all understood what they are asking you. I don't think it will be a good idea. Sintekereza ko byaba ari igitekerezo cyiza. Hakuvuga ngo reka ibyo se ni ibiki. Instead of saying that, you say I don't think it could be a good idea. I don't think it will be possible for me to attend. Do you get that? I don't think. I'm afraid it's not a good idea. I don't think it will be a good idea, right? Just for you to know, when you say I'm afraid, it's followed by a negative sentence. I'm afraid I can't go with you. Hano yo watangiye ngo I'm afraid, nubundi urarenga ugahakana, you say no to what you were saying. I'm afraid I can't go with you. But here, it will be something positive. I don't think it will be possible. I don't think it will be possible to attend. Right? Let's head to the following. If you said, I wish I could, but I won't be available. If someone proposes you to attend the wedding, for example, you say, oh, I wish I could, but I don't think it would be a good idea. I wish I could, but I won't be available. Nakifuje kuza. It's like you actually understood what they're asking. Wamaze kumva icyo ari kugusaba ndetse kandi wagihaye agaciro, ariko bitewe n'impamvu runaka cyangwa se uramwereka ko mu by'ukuri nakifuje kuza ariko ntabwo bizashoboka. I wish I could, but I won't be available. Nakaje ariko icyo gihe sinzaba mpari. I wish I could, but I don't think I will be available. You get that? This is very, very different from saying, no, I can't come. Ibi bitandukanye n'igihe wahita umuhakanira ngo oya ntabwo nzaza. Ese wazaje? Oya sinzaza. That time it's very hard for them to know why you are refusing. But when you have used these phrases, it makes an impression that you have first of all understood what they are asking. So you maybe had other reasons for your absence. Now, let's head to the following, the others which are positive refusals. Hari igihe noneho guhakana kwawe bitangira neza, cyangwa se guhakanira umuntu ariko wabitangiye neza wabanje kwerekana ko noneho wishimiye icyo yagusabaga ariko hakaba utabikunze cyangwa se bidakunze ko ubigenza nkuko yashakaga. Let's say somebody gives you a proposal, somebody tells you something. Hey, can you do some business with me? Because I want to build a business, I want to build a company, and I want you to work with me. Umuntu araje aguha igitekerezo, ndashaka ko dukora company nge nawe ikora ibi nibi. First of all, you hear that is a good idea. Icyo ni igitekerezo cyiza. You say, you know what, that sounds great. That sounds great. That's a good idea. It's like saying, that's a good idea. That sounds great, but I can't. Ni igitekerezo cyiza ariko ntibyankundira cyangwa se sinabishobora. Maybe if you have started like that, if you have shown first of all that you liked their idea, they will maybe ask you why later. They will not feel hurt or disappointed. Icyo gihe nubanza kumwereka ko icyo cyari igitekerezo cyiza, wenda ashobora kukubaza impamvu hanyuma ariko utahise uvuga ngo no, I can't do that. So, that sounds great, but I can't. You get that? You can start using, oh, that sounds great, but, and you get a reason. That was a good idea, but byari byiza, byari byo, ariko, you see, there is a reason. First of all, you appreciate the idea. I would love to, but it's all the same context. I would love to, but, oh, nari mbikunze, ariko se, none bigende bite. Oh, can you attend my party, please? Oh, I would love to, but I have a reason. Nakabikunze rwose kuza mu kirori cyawe, ariko there is a very big reason that I can't come. Do you get that? Now, it's a good idea, but I can't. It's a good idea. Ni igitekerezo cyiza, but it's a good idea. First of all, this can be utilized like in meetings. Ibazura umuyobozi, umuntu ashyize kuboko hejuru atanze igitekerezo, ukahita ngo no. That's not possible. This sounds very rude and irrespectful, but instead of saying no like that, you have to show some respect, show some appreciation. Banza werekane ko nibura umuntu igitekerezo atanze ari ingenzi, hanyuma utange impamvu zawe hanyuma. That's a good idea, but I can't do that. Please, sir, can you increase the workers here in this company because we have a shortage? Ese mwakongera abakozi muri iyi company ko tubona harimo ikibazo cy'abakozi bake? The boss says, oh, that's a good idea, but we have a problem in our finance. We have a problem with our finance. Icyo cyari igitekerezo cyiza ariko dufite ibibazo by'amafaranga ntabwo twabikora. See, you have first of all appreciated the idea, and then you come with an alternative or maybe a reason. Now, thanks for the offer. Thanks for the offer. You have first of all appreciated the offer. Urakoze kuba waruntekereje ariko ntibikunze. Can I please make you my partner for this and this? Ese ko nifuza ko twakorana, ko mbona nkugirira icyizere. Can we work together? Oh, thank you for the offer, but I have somebody else I work with. Urakoze kuba waruntekereje ariko I have somebody mfite undi dukorana n'urugero. Thanks for the offer. Now, that's kind of you, but all these are alternatives to saying no. Instead of saying no, there are positive refusals. There are positive ways you can refuse something. Start using this in your sentences when you talk to people, when you refuse things, when you refuse offers that people give you. Right, let's head to something that people don't like doing, but which is very helpful. Iki tugiye gusorezaho ni uburyo nanone uhakanira umuntu ariko nibura umwereka ko hari ubundi buryo icyo yagusabaga cyashoboka. Urugero, umuntu araguhamagaye ati ndashaka kuzanyambarira mu bukwe. Ugahita umuhakanira kandi kumuhakanira bizi ko the person is disappointed. The person is very disappointed. Nibura se umubwira uti ngiye simpari ariko numvise hari undi muntu wavugaga ko ashaka kwambarira abantu. That's a good idea. Suggesting an alternative is very good. If you say, I can't today, but maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I can't today, but maybe tomorrow. Umuntu yaragusabye waje tukajyana uyu munsi. Kubita ariko se uyu munsi ko ndahari uwazaza ejo se. You get that? At least you have refused for today, but at least you have given them hope for tomorrow. That's an alternative, which sounds great. It doesn't even sound a refusal at all. Nta nubwo akenshi yumva ko muhakaniye, yumva ko wamwemereye. This way, you are suggesting an alternative. It's very good. When you say, oh, I'm not available today, but could you try, maybe you could try my brother. Uyu munsi simpari ariko wavugisha mukuru wanjye numvise avuga ko ahari. You get that? You are suggesting an alternative. It's very polite and very good for the person who is asking. If you say, oh, I'm not available, but maybe you could try my brother. Uyu munsi simpari ariko baza mukuru wanjye arahari cyangwa se musaza wanjye. Maybe the person is there. You could always do that, suggesting alternatives to people instead of saying no, no, no. All right? How about another day? How about another day? Hari igihe umuntu akubaza cyangwa se agusaba utiriwe unamubwira ngo no, ahubwo ukavuga uti ese twabikoze ejo se? Ese waretse se nkaguha ibi ngibi? Maybe if you say, oh, if somebody is in the shop and they are selling things, umuntu akaza akagusaba ese mufite ibi n'ibi, ugatumya ati ese ibiko tutabifite waguha si ibi ngibi. Instead, you are suggesting an alternative. You say, how about this one? How about this? How about the other day? How about the other time? Ese hari icyo byagutwara tubigeze gutya? That's a very polite thing to say, to propose an alternative. It's very good. Now, for those of you who always want to be strict, hari abantu none baba bashaka kuba strict. Bashaka kuvuga ngo no. No is no. I recommend you, I suggest you using these at least two things. If you say, for example, no, thank you. If somebody has proposed something to you and they say, no, thank you. Hey, can you help me with this? No, thank you. Niba ushaka nanone guhakanira umuntu nta bindi urengejeho, at least say, no, thank you. No, thank you. Or you say, that can't work for me. Njye ntabwo byakunda. At least say, that can't work for me. Right? But also one thing that I recommend is minding your tone. Ni ikintu nanone nshaka kubwira nuko mu gihe uhakanira umuntu ugomba kumenya ijwi ukoresha. If you say no and you are very harsh on your face, that's very bad. At least you can say no strictly but also politely. Say, oh, no, thank you. That can't work for me. Nanone kubwira umuntu oya ntabwo byakunda. Ukamwereka ko umuhakaniye ariko nanone utarakaye cyangwa se ngushyiremo na kamere umwereke ibyo se ni ibiki. So that's not polite. So I'm teaching you today of how to be polite when saying no. Maybe later we will talk of how to be polite when saying yes. Not to be very excited. Hari igihe nanone kwemera nabyo bisaba kuzamo ubupfura. We will maybe see that later. Write in the comment section if you have something you want to ask or if you have something that you want to recommend to us also. Niba hari ikintu ushaka kutubwira twandikire muri commentaire, ariko nanone ntiwibagirwe gusangiza abandi iyi video nibigufashije. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep getting more lessons. Thank you very much for your time today. My name is Teacher Gervais. See you by the next lesson.